What? A recorded video in the truck? What's up with that? Man, oh man, what is up? Sitting here at this customer in Arkansas, heading to Missouri. Not a big run, but my normal run, and we got good money for it. And I learned a few things. Every day is a learning experience. They say that the day you stop learning, that you should just hang up the keys, right? Well, we ain't ready to hang up the keys just yet, because I learned something. So, one of the things I wanted to mention was, when you, as an owner-operator, are dealing with expenses, there are some days when, depending on your perspective, that you're actually losing money to make money. Let me give you an example. So, this load pays $1,100. So that's $880 to me, because I get 80%. Now, I haven't run a load since January 14th, which is exactly a month. Today is February 14th. The 14th was the last time I ran a load of January. I just repeated myself. I apologize. And so the truck sat for a month. Now, first thing I learned was, do not park your truck for more than a month with less than a half a tank of fuel. I had a little bit less than a half a tank. I probably had about 40%, according to my ELD. And, which, I figured I was going to do a couple more runs. I didn't expect to, to park for a whole month. But here's the thing. So the passenger side fuel tank gets fuel from, or the APU burns fuel from that. So APU burns about, a gallon for every 10 hours. Well, when it got really, really cold while I was sitting, that APU was kicking on every several hours, and it drained the tank more than I expected it to. So, rule number one, if you know you're going to park for a long extended period and you have an APU, make sure that there's enough fuel in that tank for that APU. I did not expect to park for that long, but, things happen, weather happens, it is February. And there were times when, there was a whole week period where I couldn't even get out. There was that big storm system that went from Texas all the way to Maine. My normal running areas were out of the range, and I had things going on at home, so I couldn't run southeast. So I just stayed at home. So, Saturday or Friday, I booked a load. It picks up today, which is Monday. And I ended up, getting a good rate. And mind you, my insurance is still ticking. You still got your monthly fees from the DAP board and pre-pass and all that. All that money's coming. Bear with me for a second. I know I'm going a long way about this story, but bear with me for a second. So you have those costs, okay? But the initial load itself. So Friday afternoon, I ended up booking this load. And so I decided I would go check out the trailer, make sure it was good. Went to my secured parking lot, make sure it was good. Check the tires, make sure that the snow didn't cause a leak in the roof that we had, because we had about 10 inches of snow in Springfield. And I ended up finding nothing. Trailer was good, so one less thing I got to worry about Monday morning. And so Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, I decided, well, let's start up the truck, make sure that's good. Now, I've been starting the truck up every 4 or 5 days, letting it run, make sure there's no fault codes that are coming up for sitting and all that. But I hadn't done that for a little bit, and so I needed to do that to make sure everything was good. So I noticed the APU had shut off. So I thought, oh, wow, I must be too low on fuel in the APU. I think that was the problem, right? So I go to start up the truck. It runs for 5 minutes, shuts off. Dang it. So I went and got emergency diesel, put it in the tanks. That wasn't enough. The system needed to be primed. I couldn't do it because the priming system in this truck is not that great. So I called Love's to come out and prime the system so I can get rolling. Once they primed it, I got the truck started. It ran for a little bit. I had the guy follow me to the fuel stop. I got fuel and then came back home. And now the truck was ready for Monday. So I ended up just filling the tanks completely full, 100%. So between the emergency fuel gas cans and the emergency fuel I had to buy, I didn't buy it from Love's. I just went and got my own pickup and got it. And then the fuel for this truck, the back insurance, and paying Love's to come out and help me with my ignorance. At the end of the day, when I finish this load, I'll make about $40. If you don't count my insurance, if you count my insurance, then I'm in the hole, right? But, if you're in the desert and you need water and you come upon a spigot that's dripping just a little bit, that's better than no water at all, right? So we learn a few lessons, but here's where I come, here's the whole point of this stupid story, other than Steve's the dumbass, right? If I sit here and dwell on the fact that I'm only making $40 today, anything that happens, it just magnifies it, right? Law of attraction. Your thoughts become things. Sammy from Make Sense has talked about it. I've talked about it. Several other people have talked about it. And what you have to realize is you can't have that perspective, right? I'm not counting the downtime when I was at home, because I was making money when I was at home due to dispatch and helping Jeff out and the safety stuff. So I've got other streams of income, which was the goal, when I came over here to like trucking from the Big Orange. But the thing to remember, it's all perspective. So the next load I grab, that's when the profit will start. I'll be above my insurance costs. The fuel costs will kind of level itself out. And as long as nothing major, knock on wood, happens, we're good to go. Now, what I've seen before is when people have paid off trucks, they don't like to run because they don't have the 20 grand in the bank to fix anything. So they think that they're better off not running when they could be running because they think it saves them money. In some ways, yeah, but no income coming in is not great. And it takes money to make money, right? So you may, let's say you had a brick and mortar store. Well, you might have a day where you're barely covering the cost of the employee that you've hired to watch the cash register, right? Or, you got a big supply of, a shipment in of whatever product you're selling. You might have 2 or 3 days where you're not making any profit at all. But at the end of the day, you don't go, well, this is horrible. I'm not doing this again. Blah 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 blah. But you're not doing that, are you? No, you're looking at the bigger picture, and that's what you have to do. Look at the bigger picture, because I guarantee you that if I can run like I want to this week and get the right loads and the right spots and do the right thing, my profit at the end of the week is going to be okay, and it's going to absorb the losses that I will be suffering today and part of tomorrow. So, anyways, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I know I've got a lot of new subscribers. I want to thank the people that are members. And we've got some stuff coming soon, because I know I say don't put your plans out there until you do it. I know I say that a lot, but I've got somebody working on a new logo, so there might be some merchandise coming soon. Hopefully, we'll see. I've had that promise before, but, you know. But at any rate, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, be safe, be profitable, rise above it all. Peace.